up, y'all? It's your girl P Hope, and I just wanted to do a really quick review on all of the cast members of season 4 episode 1, Ready to Love, because I absolutely love this show, but we're gonna put a little bit of twist on it, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys just a run through of all the cast members and what they're about. I'm pretty much just gonna give you a short little clip of their storyline, and then I want you guys to pick who I'm gonna tell you guys who the first person I think is going home, the first female to go home, the first man to go home, and I'm gonna tell you who I think is gonna make it all the way to the end. So I want you guys to do the same thing. I want you guys to drop down in the comment section and tell me, who do you think is gonna go home first, and who do you think is gonna make it all the way to the end? Because I know you guys are Ready to Love fans just like I am. So let's make this thing fun. Okay, guys? Let's jump right into the video. I know it took me some time to get to the place where you wanted me to be. Ooh, now I'm ready. I'm ready to love. Y'all, that was the ghetto rendition of the introduction to Ready to Love season 4 episode 1. This is the what they call it, the casting special. This is the casting special. I got somewhat of a different little setup because I have plenty of sunlight today, as you can see, but that's one reason. But the second reason is because I don't like having to move this doggone laptop. Sometimes I use my laptop to hold my notes, sometimes I use a tablet, sometimes I use my phone, and sometimes I just try to go off the top of my damn head, which never really works out. But you know, y'all still fuck with the reviews anyway, so that's why I fuck with y'all, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to get right on into it because y'all, we have 20 castmates to talk about. So I want to hurry up and dive into this video because I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty lengthy. All right, so let me just go on and get started. Like I said, this is season 4 episode 1, the casting special. We got Tommy Miles back again for season 4. I personally really enjoy him being the host of the show. I think he does a really good job, and I don't know if if this show was his idea or what, but I think he's the perfect person for it because even though he's a comedian slash actor, I feel like he brings just the right amount of funny to the show, but he also has that very serious side and he gives very good advice. And the reason that he's able to do so is because he is a married man. Him and his wife have been together for 30 years. And this particular season, season 4, is actually the first season where we meet his wife. Her name is Jacqueline Miles, and I'm not sure if she's going to be joining him for the entire season or if she was just on this episode. But either way, we were introduced to her on this particular episode. And so, you know, she's really cute, really youthful looking lady. You can tell that she's, you know, that they're around the same age. But, you know, she's got a lot of funk and a lot of pizzazz about herself. I really enjoy her little cute little blonde haircut. And Mama came out there. Listen, Mama had on a blazer, and I don't know if she had on anything else besides a blazer and some heels, because from the way that the camera was angling her, all you saw was a blazer and some legs. Mama was sitting in a chair, and she obviously had on something that was very short cut. So, you know, I ain't gonna say if what she had on was age appropriate or if it was not, but all I saw was blazer and legs. So, so yeah. she was giving, okay? She wanted you to know, like, don't ever think that, you know, I'm not at home giving him something that he can feel, because I very much am, okay? Like, don't get me fucked up. So that was that. And then we jump right on into the castmates. All right, so the first member we have, his name is Joel. Joel is a 42-year-old engineer, and he is from New Orleans. You heard me? Okay, his New Orleans accent is very, very thick. It's very strong. It reminds me of what was his name from Put a Ring on It? Lord have mercy. I can't think of his name right now, but anyway, he has a really, really strong New Orleans accent. And he's tall, muscular, nice smile, and he seems like he can dress fairly well as well. Let's see. Joel says that he is carefree and he can make anybody laugh. He was married. He has 2 kids. He has 8-year-old twins, 1 boy and 1 girl. And at some point in his marriage, his wife ended up being diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, which has, you know, nobody wants to hear anything like that. So at the time when she found out that she was diagnosed, she only had 90 more days to live. So, I mean, like, how tragic is that? And so he said it took him a minute to process his wife's passing, which is totally understandable. And, you know, just to help the kids adjust to their new life. But now he is ready to love. So that was Joel. My first impression of Joel. Now, even though that was, you know, his sweet little heartfelt story, the rest of the things that he was saying in his first little clip, the first impression that I got is that Joel might be a little cocky, straightforward, and protective of his kids, and definitely protective of his heart. So we'll just have to see. So do I think that Joel is ready for love? I'm not saying yes and I'm not saying no. I'm just gonna say I don't know, and that's only because I'm not sure if he's going to be able to completely let his walls down right now. So that's what I'll say about Joel. Number 2 is Jason. Jason is a 36-year-old teacher. He's tall, he has a slim build, a full beard, nice smile, and he looks I put down that he looks like he wears Fashion Nova Men's Collection clothes. Okay, that was the vibes that he was giving me. He said that, you know, he has definitely been in a long-lasting relationship before, and that he had got to the point where he was going to propose to his girlfriend. The day before he got ready to propose to her, a couple of his co-workers and his friends had ended up texting him and telling him that she was actually cheating on him. And so when he confronted her about this, all she said was, "So what?" That's all she had for Jason's ass. Okay, I'm fucking around on your ass. What's the problem? So I don't know if that was a situation where, you know, when you in a relationship with somebody but they're not really in a relationship with you. I don't know what was going on with that situation, but that was the story that he gave us. So at first impression, I would have to say that Jason is naive as fuck. Okay, I gave him that. Soft, trustworthy. He comes across very pure, loving, and sensitive. So is Jason ready for love? I would say yes, if he learns the difference between the real person and someone's representative. You know, there's definitely a difference between the two. So I feel like if Jason can differentiate the two, then yes, I would say he's ready for love. Number 3 is Ron. Ron is 40 years old. He's into corporate sales. He also is a small business owner. He has his own car lot, and he has his own casket import company. So kudos to you, Ron, just off the top. His looks, I would say he appears to be around 5'10", 5'11". He's very, very muscular build, clean cut, and well dressed. And his story is, he says that he is more afraid of divorce than he is of marriage. He just feels like relationships and marriages just don't last long these days. And he is definitely in it to win it. Let's see. He says that the women that he has encountered from Houston always seem to have one foot in and one foot out. So this whole process of the show could be a little struggling for him, because he feels like, you know, 9 times out of 10, the women on this show are going to be the same way. So my first impression of Ron is that he is going to be a no-nonsense kind of guy in relation to how you move around him. You know what I'm saying? If you show Ron any tidbit of being shaky or wavy, or, you know, like you're not really into him like that, he's going to lose interest real quick, because he's going to throw you in the bucket with all the other women that he has dated in the past. Let's see. And did I put anything else? Like, no, I just put that he's not going to waste his time. And yeah, so that pretty much wraps up Ron. That's how I feel about him. Number 4, we finally get our first lady, and her name is Vernicia. Vernicia is 40 years old. She's a salon owner and a proud mother. Her looks, Vernicia is very, very curvy. Honey, Miss Girl is fine, okay? She's very curvy, small waist, lots of booty, and a nice sense of fashion. I did enjoy her, all the pieces that she had on in her clip. She says that she is a single mother of 3 girls, and you know, her main thing outside of being a salon owner is to just always teach her girls the ways of the world, basically. You know, she's very involved in their lives. She's very, you know, I don't want to call her overprotective, but she's all about her children. It's pretty much what it is. And she said that she has been single for 10 years. She was actually dating the father of her children for 8 years, and she finally left him because he was a habitual cheater. So she's looking for a man now that can fit her family dynamic, and that's just pretty much what she's hoping for. She's hoping that she can find somebody that understands, you know, you got to understand those long salon hours. You have to understand that she is a mom before she's anything. And, you know, and that she's pretty much a package deal is what Vernicia wants you to know. So, my first impression, I put overprotective. I think that, you know, anybody that she meets, the first thing she's going to want to know is how well they connect with her daughters. And depending on how that goes will depend on what type of attention that she's going to give them. So, that was my first impression of Vernicia. And is she ready to love? I said no for Vernicia, only because I don't think she's going to be able to move slow enough with whoever she picks. I feel like whoever Vernicia picks is going to be like, okay, yeah, you know, we have this nice connection. You like my kids. I like whatever you got going on. So are we about to get engaged or what? And I think that, you know, these people are going to have to realize this is not married at first sight. This is ready for love. This is let's take our time, really get to know each other, and move from there. So Vernicia just gives me vibes like she's going to move a little fast. But we'll see. Number 5. Her name is Chrysanthemum. I have to say her name slow like that, and I don't even want to read to y'all how I got this lady's name broke down just so that I can make sure I said it right. But I know I got it right. Chrysanthemum is her name. Chrysanthemum. She's 39 years old, and she is a flight attendant. Her looks, she's tall, she's slim, and I'm not really sure about her fashion sense because I think most of her clips what she was kind of like had on her work attire. Let's see. She says that she is a social butterfly and she loves to go out. She feels like men are intimidated by her because of her career And she doesn't date a whole lot because of her job. You know, she's in town for a day and then she may be gone for the next 6 or 7 days. So she doesn't really do a whole lot of dating, but she is looking for a provider. She feels like she's 39 years old, and at this stage of the game, she wants to find a man that has already got his shit together. You know what I'm saying? She said it's nothing wrong with building a man, but at this stage of the game, you need to come already built. You know, you need to have your finances together. You need to have your home life together, your career together. You just need to be stable. If you want to fuck with Chrysanthemum, you need to be a stable gentleman, all right? So, with that being said, my first impression of her is that she is fun, flirty, and slightly conceited. You know, not to the point where I'm already looking at her like, bitch, I don't like you. Not like that at all. But she just gives me slightly conceited. And is she ready for love? I said yes. Number 6, Alexis. Okay, Alexis, she's 35 years old and she is a local TV producer. Her appearance, she looks to be around 5'5", 5'6", somewhere in there. She's very petite. She looks like she wears boutique fashions, maybe like, you know, the exclusive pieces. And some of her pieces were cute, but some of that stuff I was looking like, okay, girl, you done mixed up a little bit too much of that shit, and now it's not giving. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. So, you know, I'm on the fence about her fashions right now. But her story is that she at one point was a first lady, but she got out of that marriage because she was playing second fiddle to the congregation. She said that, you know, she was receiving phone calls at home at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning talking about, you know, they need to be prayed for, and, you know, they need him to come over and lay hands and all this and that. So I don't know if she was insinuating that her husband was cheating on her, or if she literally was saying that that's the kind of church that they were running. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know to take it as shade or do I need to take it literal. But either way, she wasn't putting up with it. You know what I'm saying? She said that at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, her husband doesn't have anything to do with what they needed prayer for. At 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, you need to be calling Jesus. And to be honest with you, I totally agree. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people need to have, definitely need to have a degree of respect, even though, you know, if this is supposed to be your man of God and this is supposed to be, you know, your pastor, you are supposed to be able to call at any time. But I mean, it's like, come on now, like let's be for real. So yeah, did I have anything else for her? Okay, so yeah, so at this point, she is a single mother. She does have a son. He looks to be anywhere between 7 and 9 years old. And she says that she does get approached by men all the time, but it always ends up being something flirty and something sexual. So she's looking for a man that actually wants to take her serious. You know, they always want to compliment her on her little tiny petite frame, and then that ends up being something sexual, but she ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where are the men that actually want to have an intellectual conversation and that truly want to see the layers of her besides just her throwing her leg back? Okay, so my first impression was that she is probably a little bossy, a little controlling. She's a hopeful romantic, and that she's fun and open. I feel like she really is open to this whole opportunity and this experience. So I'm looking to see more of Alexis. I like her right now. So is she ready for love? I would say yes. Number 7 is Stacy. Stacy is 39 and she is in insurance and finance. Her appearance, she's slim. She's definitely giving me very much, I do yoga and I do cycling classes every other day. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't play with me or my body, okay? Her fashion, it was unknown for me. I can't really tell right now. And her story is that she is an ex-basketball wife. She is a mother of 3. And she keeps running into people who are not who they say they are. Okay. So I guess this is another situation where she keeps running into the representative and not the real person. So for the first impression for Stacy, I said that she isn't going to take anyone serious, and this might just be a way to put herself out on national TV for exposure, or a way for Mr. Right to find her through the TV but not necessarily on the show. I really hope that I am reading her all the way wrong in this situation, because I know that sounds terrible, you know what I'm saying? So I really hope that I'm getting the wrong vibe about her, but I'm just giving y'all my honest vibes, just based clearly, and just truly based off of this episode and what I got. So I hope that I'm really, really wrong about Stacy, and if I am, then I will certainly come back in another episode or another review and give her a really huge apology, because I know that it doesn't sound good, okay? But I'm just speaking my truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you my vibes, okay? Is she ready for love? I said no, because she's not looking for love. She's just ready to elevate her bag and or elevate her circle, because let's be honest, when you go on these type of shows, your life is elevated either way. You know, your life is elevated regardless if you find love or if you don't, because you know, if you find love on the show, of course that opens other opportunities to do interviews, other shows, and other things of that nature. And even if you don't get picked, it still does the same thing. And even if you end up being the villain of the show, that's still nice exposure as well. I mean, of course you're gonna have to hear a lot of backlash, but the spotlight is still on you regardless. So that was the vibe that I got from Stacy, is that it really has nothing to do with love is the reason that she's here. So prove me wrong, Stacy girl, please. Okay, number 8, Dietrich. Dietrich is a 47-year-old private chef. He's really tall, just an average shape, and his fashion is unknown. He said that he has actually been married twice, and he is a grandfather of 3, and that he is open to having more kids, and he really wants a boy. So anybody that he is interested in will definitely have to be open to having more kids, and preferably a son. So I don't really know how to tell Dietrich that, you know, you can't push a button. There is no special move that you can do in the bed to guarantee that you're going to get a little boy. So, you know, I hope that he's open to having a daughter as well, even, you know, if he finds someone that's still willing to have children. So my first impression of Dietrich is that he's looking for perfection and that he's not completely open. I'm strictly basing that off of his opening clip. I know we're definitely going to get to see more of these people and more of their personalities as the episodes go on. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to change my opinion on damn near probably all of these people as the show goes on. But this is just episode 1. So, you know, don't nobody come for me. You know what I'm saying? If any of you cast members are watching my reviews, don't think I'm coming for you, because I'm not. I'm just giving you my first impression. So yeah, that's what I said about Dietrich, is that he is looking for perfection and that he is not completely open. Is he ready for love? I said yes, if he is willing to be realistic, meaning, you know, if you're okay with having a daughter, if you're okay with, you know, things not going exactly how you pictured them to go in your head, then yes, I do feel like Dietrich is ready for love. All right, number 9, we got another lady. Her name is I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Andrea or Andrea. I know you can pronounce it 2 different ways, so I'm not sure. But I'm going to call her Andrea. Andrea is a 38-year-old flight attendant. Her voice, if you were to close your eyes and hear Andrea talk, she sounds just like Melody from Melody Hawk from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And she is tall, slim build, and I don't remember her fashions. But she says that she has been single since 2004, which makes, I think she said 2004. Anyway, when I added it up, it was 17 years. She said she's been single for 17 years, and she is looking for a, y'all, I done chopped her, I chopped her notes up. I don't know what I was saying, because it says that she's been single for 17 years and she's looking for a type. But I don't remember what that type was. So, and my first impression of Andrea was that she is clingy. So why did I, ooh, sorry, Andrea girl, I lost your notes. I don't remember why the hell I called you clingy, but when it says, is she ready for love? I said yes. So, Andrea, I put that you are ready for love, girl. So, you know, I'm going to have to give you an extensive review at a later date because I done lost my notes for you. Sorry. Bruh. Number 10, Liz. Liz is a 40-year-old CEO of a production company. Her appearance, she seems to be pretty tall. She's slim. And I'm not sure about her fashion sense at this moment. But she, too, has been single for 17 years. She said the last relationship that she was in, she was cheated on. And now she is looking for a man who is more so in the spiritual realm. She says she's not looking for a religious man. You know, she doesn't need you to go to church 3 or 4 days out the week. But she just needs you to be spiritually connected to, you know, pretty much your mind, body, soul, and whoever you worship, you know, but you don't have to be obsessive with it. She just wants a woke man, pretty much, okay? So my first impression of Liz is that she's fun, she's funny, she seems to be very business-minded and just upfront and honest. So, is she ready for love? I said yes. So that was Liz. So anyway, number 11 is AJ. AJ is a 38-year-old music producer. His appearance, he's tall, he's bald with a beard, and he gives me Malik Yoba. That's who he kind of reminded me of. He says that he knows that he can be intimidating because of his good looks. And he said that back in the day, he was a bit of a thought. So it would not surprise him if he's already dated some of the ladies that are here on the show. Okay? That's how he was coming. And he said that he is looking for a lady who can fulfill all the F's. So then he went through all the F's. It was like fun, flirty, full-figured, you know, child. I don't remember all the F's, but he named about 15 different F's that he was looking for in a woman. And he just wants somebody that, you know, can check everything off of his checklist. So my first impression of AJ was that he is cocky. He's an attention whore. I believe behind closed doors that he is going to be one of those guys who is extremely sweet. He's extremely romantic. And in public, he's just a real asshole. You know, I think he gives you tease, like if you're on a date with him and a beautiful woman walks by, that he'll just stare a hole clean through her and kind of forget that you're there. That's the vibes that he was giving me. So, Is he ready to love? I said no, he is ready to smash. I don't feel like AJ is ready to, okay, here we go with the garage door again. Sorry, y'all. I don't feel like AJ is ready to love. No, not at all. I feel like he's just, I feel like it was an opportunity for him to get on a show. So it gives him exposure. And if this leads to an opportunity to roll around in the sack with one of these ladies, if he hasn't already smashed them, then that's another plus for him. That was the vibe that I get from AJ. Number 12, Troy. Troy is 51. He's a regional manager for a GPS company. He looks to be between 5'10", 5'11", and I put that he dresses age appropriate. So, you know, he just gave me older, mature vibes. That's what he was giving me, okay? He's 51, and so, you know, if I looked at him, I would be able to tell that he was just, you know, either on the high end of the 40s or in the 50s, okay? That was the kind of wardrobe that he was giving me. He says that he has always been single. So I don't know if he's ever been in a relationship, but that was the notes that I put, okay? He says that he's always been single, but he is the best catch in Houston thus far, okay? He says he's looking for a woman that definitely works out because he doesn't like plus size women. And together, whichever woman he picks, he is looking to conquer the world with her, okay? That's what he said, y'all. Now, don't think because I am a plus size woman that I'm coming for him, because that has nothing to do with it. Because first of all, I'm not attracted to him, so I'm not offended that he's not attracted to me. I understand that everybody has their own thing. So that's number one. Number two, I'm not single, so I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I can't even apply to the show for him to not like me. So I don't want anybody to think, oh, just because he said he don't like plus size women, that's why you coming for him. No. But my first impression of him that I said he is clingy, insecure. I feel like he does have a sweet personality, and that he can be really, really sweet to a woman, but he also gives me controlling vibes. Okay, I did put controlling. So is he ready for love? I said yes, if she can put up with him. I think that he's gonna be a whole lot, okay? That was just the vibes that Mr. Troy was giving me, is that he's gonna be a whole handful to deal with. I don't know. Number 13. Her name is Idakui. I think I'm saying that right. Idakui. Idakui is 37 years old, and she is in development management. She seems to be tall. She's slim, thick. She got some short blonde hair and a really cute sense of fashion. I enjoyed all her little fashion looks that she showed, and I love that little blonde haircut on her. I think it really fits her face, and she's a really pretty lady. She said that she has been single for the last 2 years because her partner switched up on her. She says that she is very easy to get along with, and she's also very vocal. Okay, so like I guess out of nowhere, you know, her partner just ended up being someone that she didn't see coming. So, you know, she got out of that. So for first impression, I put that she's carefree, she's fun, she's open, and she seems like she's gonna be a firecracker. All right, so that was my first impression of Idakui. Is she ready for love? I said yes, if she can really give them a fair chance. You know, I don't want Idakui to go into this thing thinking that everybody is her ex. So that was the vibe that she was giving me. Like, she is going to hold, you know, like every person she looks at, she's gonna see her ex in them in some type of way. And I know that most of us do that, but when you're in a situation like this, you got to be able to let your guard completely down and just be open to the experience. Okay, so if you're watching this, girl, just be fair. Be fair, be fair, be fair. Okay, number 14, her name is Tressa. Uh-oh, y'all. Okay, get the hair together. Get the hair together. Tressa. Tressa is a 42-year-old entrepreneur slash comedian. Okay, she appears to not be too tall. Maybe she's around 5'6", 5'7", and she is super duper curvy. Okay, Miss Mamas is thick. Miss Mamas is a voluptuous woman, if you will. She loves dressing, and she loves dresses. I'm sorry, I said dressing. She loves dresses and clothes that accentuate her shape. So she always wears really fitted clothes. But you know, all of her clothes look nice to me. She says that she was married for 13 years and she wore the pants in her marriage, but she didn't want to. Now she keeps attracting hobosexuals. Hobosexuals are men that do not have a home. She says that she has a very close relationship with her daughter, so whoever she ends up dating has to know that they are a package deal. I think that Tressa is, I think she's gonna have a hard time because she is a comedian. I feel like that's kind of like that realm of, you know, when people find out that you are you're a YouTuber. You know, a lot of people don't like dating YouTubers because us YouTubers put a lot of our business out there. So if they're a private person, you know, people tend to feel some type of way, like, oh, okay, well, I know if we get into it, that's gonna end out into the world. And it's the same way with a comedian. Oh, I know if something goes on with us, you're gonna turn that into a joke, and I don't think it's funny. So especially, you know, men, you know what I'm saying? I know that a lot of male comedians, they'll turn what's going on in their household into a joke, and, you know, the woman just has to deal with it. But when the shoe is on the other foot and the woman makes a joke about it, oh, a man doesn't find it funny. You know, men can't really take what they dish. So yeah, you got that going on. So I think that Tressa is going to have a hard time, but I hope she doesn't, because she's a very pretty lady. And, you know, not only that, she seems to just really have a good head on her shoulders. And so I'm hoping the best for her on this. So my first impression of her is that she's funny, she's sweet, but she just knows what she wants. So I hope she finds that man that is stable and that can also take charge, because with her putting it out there that she wore the pants in her marriage for 13 years and she didn't want to, she's looking for that man to step in and take charge. So, you know, hopefully everything works out for her. Is she ready for love? I said yes, as long as she can separate her real life from her stand-up life. All right. Number 15, Christian. Christian is a 36-year-old male man. He is tall, dark, and handsome. Okay. And he reminds me of the tall, slim one in the group Boys to Men. That's who Christian reminds me of. But anyway, he says that he used to be really, really wild back in the day, and never really wanted to settle down. All he wanted to do was smash. And then he realized as he got older that, you know, he doesn't want to be single. He don't want to be out here living that bachelor life. And so he knew he had to change something about himself. And he said that I want to say he fell asleep at a red light is what he said. And he just remembers putting himself in a Alcoholics Anonymous, and he's been sober for the last 3 years. So kudos to you for that, Christian. And my first impression of him was, I put that he's just really down to earth and that he's open. Number 16, Khalil. Khalil is a 41-year-old teacher. He seems to be pretty tall. He has a really, really bright, nice smile. His smile was one of the first things that caught my attention. And he just dresses like a teacher, pretty much. If you can imagine, you know, going on a date with your teacher, that's what Khalil dresses like. Let's see. He said that he was in a relationship with a lady from the UK. And he ended up getting in a really, really bad car accident where he almost lost his life. And she wanted to get married. And, you know, because of this tragic incident, he said yes. And he did so. So, you know, he got there. He got the visa. And he realized that that's not where he wanted to be. So, now he's single. And he says that he is attracted to pretty much like the IG model type. So, you know, he wants you to have the small waist, big titties, you know, her to be a mixture of Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu. All right. And he preferably super dark skin. Okay. He said he loves him a dark skinned chocolate woman. It just does it for him. All right. So yeah, that is Mr. Khalil. My first impression of him is that he is super cool. He's open. He's outgoing. But he gave me a vibe that he could have a controlling side. So we'll see. Is he ready for love? Yes. Number 17, Amber. Amber is a 31-year-old criminal attorney. She is also another slim thickie, okay? She has cute fashion sense and she has a very pretty smile. She says that she has no time to waste. She knows that she is ready now because in the past, she had not let her guard down. Her guard was up. And, you know, now that those walls are coming down, it is, you know, just pretty much self-affirming to her and confirming, because I don't know the difference between the two words, affirm and confirm. I don't know. But anyway, you know, it's inevitable to her at this point that she is ready to love. So my first impression of Amber is that she is going to be a little mouthy, guarded, but fun all at the same time. So I think you're going to get a little bit of everything out of Miss Amber. So is she ready to love? Oh, I said no. I said she's not ready to love because she's not ready to do the work. So again, I hope that this is somebody that I am extremely wrong about, because that's terrible. Number 18, David. David is a 44-year-old real estate agent. Okay, David. I didn't put his... Oh. I put his appearance is that he looks like Joe Budden. He reminds me of Joe Budden. And his fashion is unknown. He said that he is really big on family. He's already been married twice. He is a father of 4, and he is very still hopeful for love. But he says that he is picky all at the same time. So, you know, he wants what he wants. He like what he like. My first impression of him is that he is fun and open-minded. Is he ready for love? Yes, he is. Number 19, Miss Kyra. Kyra is a 34-year-old practicing attorney. She says she has been practicing for the last 7 years. Her appearance is she is very curvy and she's thick. She's tall and she has a really pretty smile. Let's see. She is just ready to find a person after she just went through a breakup. She just went through a breakup and she was cheated on. So, you know, she's just ready to find somebody to keep it real with her. So my first impression was that she is sweet, but she looks like she's also going to be pretty feisty. So we shall see. And let's, oh, is she ready for love? So I put no, she's not ready for love. She just wants to see what's really out there. That's what I put about Miss Kyra. And last but not least, we have Chris. Chris was the bonus guest that they threw back in because Chris is actually from, I don't remember if he's season 2 or season 3. Why can I not think of that? She asked him something about like how would the finances go if we were in a relationship, and he felt like the mortgage should be split 50-50. And you know, she just couldn't put up with that. I actually had did a video on just her because I couldn't believe that she was acting like that. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if she's still single right now because she just was doing the most. But anyway, so that was Chris. You know, Chris is the dark-skinned, nice athletic build, older gentleman. So he's coming back. And is he ready for love? I said yes, with true communication and understanding. So I just want him to be open and honest. And I believe his occupation, I think he said that he's a radio personality is what Chris does. So who's the person that I think is going home first? I said that the first female to go home, the first woman to go home will be Amber. The first man to go home will be Christian, the mailman. Okay? And who do I think is going to make it all the way to the end? I picked, for the women, I picked Idakui. And for the men, I picked Jason. So, drop down in the comment section below and let me know who you think is going to be the first man to go, the first woman to go, and who do you think is going to make it to the end? Who is your woman that's making it to the end, and who is your man that's making it to the end? Drop down in the comment section below. Let's have fun with this, you guys. Come check out my reviews each and every week, and we are going to have fun with this thing, okay? Thank you so much for watching this review. You already know it's your girl P Hope, and I want you to be happy, be healthy, be safe. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye, lovers.